realized that I don't have a house to call my home. So today I'll be building a $1 million mansion. Okay, so I may have not did some of the exterior. In my defense though, if I haven't had done it, you would have been here watching me do the layout for the next 30 years.
It's been 84 years.
Here's the first floor. As you can see, there's like a staircase that leads down to the basement, which is intriguing. The only thing I do know is that as soon as you walk in, I want there to be a big chandelier just like touching your face. This is the second floor, but this is where like the chandelier is gonna be like dangling. I want this house to be like 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom. And you can see like there's doors that lead to the backyard because I am gonna add a backyard. And of course, lastly, we have the basement, which I don't usually do basements. Actually, this is like my first time actually making a basement. Like I bought the basement game pass, never used it. I promise, I never used it.
And what do you want me to do about that?
But I'll pop up a reference photo of like how I want my house to literally be like. So right now I'm just placing the windows. I've always wanted a house that was like mine, my very own house where I can just decorate for every season. I also want there to be like big garage. I like extends. I want it to look as good as it looks on the inside. But I can't place a window. Adding the LEDs. But no, I can't wait for the school update to drop. I literally saw the Bloxburg TikTok. The school low-key eating. I'm super excited about it. Honestly, if you have any ideas, like video ideas for the new school update, drop them in the comments. I think that would be really fun. So it looks like for the rest of the way, it kind of like curves like this. So this is probably what's gonna kill my bank account. It is literally the gardening. We'll add a spruce tree, but we won't decorate it. We'll hold off until it's time. I just wanted to do the front so there's like an idea. So this is obviously the entryway, and for the entryway I want there to be this big chandelier. Now for the walls, I want them to be like a lily white, not too white though. And don't worry, I'm gonna be using like this type of wall trim and then these shorter wall trims. Oh, this is like going into the problem is I also wanted there to be a chandelier in the living room, and I wanted this side to be the living room. So this has to go. Kind of like that color. Like it's not too dark, but it's dark enough. And this is like the back wall to the living room. I want the kitchen and bathrooms to be like marble. Okay, so I went ahead and painted the rest of the house. Now as for the living room, I don't know what chandelier I want to use. Yeah, I don't know if having 2 different chandeliers looks stupid or not, but we're gonna keep it for now. Let's start off with the entryway. I definitely want there to be a large carpet here in the center, then like a little fancy curved glass table. We're definitely gonna need a mirror, and we can place some like books along with a vase. And then on this side, I'm thinking we could add like a plant, then possibly a coat rack. Oh wait, you know what would look cute? If we add like a wall lamp. So the entryway looks done. Now under here, it's gonna be wine cellar. I feel like a lot of people put their cellars in the basement and they don't really like look at their options, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I have so many other creative like places to put. The only thing is that I don't know how to make cellars. So we're both learning as we go. And maybe if we add like a small like structural beam, and then like underneath can be counters. I think that looks good. You can't see the cube now. You know what this needs? Definitely going to need some LEDs. I'm not gonna lie, this wine cellar might look kind of chopped. Then we can place all of these. I swear I placed one and it like literally disappeared in front of my eyes. I promise. Now I have to flip all of these. So like I want this to be like a glass case. So what if we add these windows? You cannot tell me this does not look good.
She's beauty, she's grace, she's Miss United States.
Obviously there's like a big space right here, and I was just thinking we can place like a festive table right here in the middle. We can like place like, and then a vase on top of that. So I feel like the entryway is finished. Let's move on to this area, which I was thinking this could be the dining room. This is where it went. That thing that just vanished, it went right there. No, I was thinking this could be the dining area. This is the kitchen. The table needs to be long. Then we can just place these transitional dining chairs. Then we're gonna need a placemat, plates, some bowls, and a fork. So we can set the table. Then we can just place a vase in the middle. Then we can place this shelf right here. Maybe a shelf right here. Probably like another mirror. And we can add like a little table. It's like a frame, like a family photo. And maybe like a little rose. Alright, so we have our dining area. Okay, now for the kitchen. Now for the kitchen, I'm gonna use like modern cabinet as well as for modern counters. And of course we're gonna need a fancy Semanci islands. Now we can go ahead and put in our appliances. Add a fridge fridge, an oven, a microwave, a stove, and a sink, as well as a dishwasher. Okay, if I'm adding a vent hood, I want it to be over here, like that. And we can add like a simple mat for like washing dishes. I do feel like we should add like shelves up here to put like utensils on. We're definitely going to need some stools for this island. Okay, so I feel like the kitchen is done. This area, I want to add like a coffee bar. So I'm placing these shelves and then adding like an espresso machine and probably like a mini fridge. And then I'm gonna take these jars and kind of just like place a couple down here. And I'm gonna copy some of these up here as well, so I can place some like coffee mugs. And maybe we can add like a little pastry somewhere in the center actually. We can like copy these LEDs and then put them under here. Alright, I feel like the coffee slash beverage bar is done. This is what the left side of the house is looking like so far. I think it's looking so good. And then we still have the whole right side.
Oh my god, bro. Oh hell no, man. What?
Now I guess for this like little hallway area, I'm probably just gonna add a carpet and just add like random lounge chairs, glass stand. I feel like a plant behind the chairs would look good. And we can just add some like frames. This is all I'm gonna pretty much do for the hallway. I want to keep it very like minimalistic, not too much. Now for the living room, I'm just gonna copy this carpet from the entryway and I'm just gonna place sophisticated lounge. I'm gonna make a custom coffee table out of just slightly transparent cylinders. We'll make this one just a regular cylinder, and obviously I'm gonna want a chimney. And honestly, I might add a custom shelf and then like the Christmas tree can like go right there or something. Oh, this is gonna eat whenever I have to decorate. And then definitely we're gonna need a big screen TV. Now realistically, I would add a lot of pillows, so that's what I'm gonna do. On top of here, we can add like a little tray and then we can place like a candle or something on there. Now we need to add some more frames in here. The living room is done. I was gonna make this one the bathroom and this one the laundry room due to the fact that I can probably fit the washers in here. So in this area we can add like the washer, and then on top can be like the dryer, and then we can just place like an iron board, then place like a laundry basket right next to this. Then we can place like a counter in here, maybe even a cabinet, as well as some like cleaning equipment. Then we can add some like shelves, and then we can place these like soap bottles, pretend like this is like softener, and then some more like detergent. The laundry room is like done, so let's work on the downstairs bathroom. And we're definitely gonna need a toilet, and we can add a custom shower, which I'll just be using basic shapes. And maybe if we add like a wall and maybe like a frame to resize this, then we can probably add like curtains to this. Now to fill up these shelves, and then get some books, and then a hanging plant, and we're definitely going to need a mirror and then a sink, and then we're gonna need like some shelves for some like shampoo. Here is the bathroom so far. Okay, so I believe that the whole downstairs is finally completed after like 5 hours later. There's one elephant that we do need to address in the room. That's the roof right here. Adding some structural beam to the roof would bring out some like definition. I feel like that looks so good though. I'm gonna keep the beams because I feel like it brings out that definition. I was thinking in this area. In my last video, I made a pool table, and this is what I was kind of wanting, the game room. So all I did for the pool table was place a smooth cube and then size it. This time I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger because I have a lot more room. Now I am gonna go the extra mile. I am gonna add a storage. If you're quite fond of pool, you'll know that people who love pool have little storage cases of like their pool sticks. Boom, we have a pool stick case.
Let your boom and make it boom.
I feel like the game room is done. And what if we use these like wall lamps? I'm not gonna lie, this kind of looks like a hotel. I slept on these. Why did I sleep on these, bro? This is like a build hack. This is most definitely a bathroom. This is obviously the biggest room. I wanted to have a walk-in closet, and I also wanted my own bathroom. Let's start on the bathroom. I'm just gonna pretty much take what I did from downstairs to upstairs because it's just easy that way.
Yes, I did that. And you would do it too for a check. I was an employee.
But I'm gonna place 2 sinks instead of 1. The bathroom is done. Let's work on the guest bedrooms first, so before I start on my bedroom. So I don't want the bedrooms to be as luxurious as my bedroom is gonna be, but we're still gonna give them a little bit of some loving, obviously. So we're gonna give them a modern double bed, and obviously this is gonna need a lot of pillows, and then I'm gonna add just a regular blanket. And then at the end of the bed here, I'm going to add like an end bench so I can place more pillows on here. Okay, so this is what the room is looking like so far. I was thinking we can add a dresser on this side and then a mirror in this corner. And for this dresser, we can possibly add like a big screen TV. Then we can add these nightstands. And then we can possibly have like a vase and some books in this corner. I think this needs to go. We'll use this television because on top of the dresser, I want to add like necklaces and other decor. Okay, I think bedroom 1 is completed. Now let's start on the second guest bedroom. Okay, so obviously this guest bedroom is going to have an ensuite. I want the guest bedrooms to be pretty similar, so I'm just gonna copy this bed. And I don't know if I'm gonna place it on this side or on this side, but I'm gonna change the colors. And then we can add just one nightstand since there really isn't any room on the side. And of course, we're gonna need our geometric chandeliers. And I feel like adding just a mirror on this wall would look really nice. Maybe like these wall lamps. Then we can add like a little stuffy. Okay, I feel like the bedroom done. So let's move on to the ensuite. This is what we're working with. So I'm copying this counter from the bathroom upstairs. Maybe the toilet can go, I guess, right here, right when you enter. Then we're gonna need some toilet paper. I really want to use this mirror. Now for the shower, I'm just gonna place a basic cube so I can make a custom shower just like that. What is happening?
Who are you?
I'm Pam. Who are you?
I'm the owner of this house.
I want to see her build. It's a pre-built. Oh, okay. Anyway, so this is what we have for the bathroom so far. I was gonna add a carpet in here and then some more curtains. And I'm gonna probably place the shelf that I got from the downstairs bathroom up here. And this is pretty much all for the ensuite of bedroom 2. So we already have guest bedroom 1 and then guest bedroom 2 with the ensuite. I think the last bedroom we have left is my bedroom, which I'm actually super excited for because I've been waiting for this. But I'm gonna resize this because I don't want there just to be just a hole. I want to have like personality. I want these high arches. I don't know if I want this to be an ensuite or a walk-in closet yet. I haven't decided. But next, I'm going to copy the bed, but I'm gonna layer it differently. The reason why I'm copying the bed is because I don't want to do the pillows again. Like, I'm just gonna copy these blankets. This is exactly what I want. And then we can add the tray back. I feel like it's big enough to fit a closet. It's not. It's not big enough. I have to choose. I want a closet or do I want a bathroom? Which is more important? A fancy closet. Okay, we're doing a closet. I feel like I'm a lunatic for doing a closet instead of a bathroom. We will want to add a vanity, but a custom one. I feel like it'd be good if I add like modern cabinets or something. Okay, so the closet's too small. So I'm gonna have to add a bathroom instead. Okay, I'm finished with the bathroom. Sorry, I had to focus and I had to rearrange the bathroom and I only have one arched opening, which is going to be on this side because the bed, it was just too close to the door and all that, so. But now I'm just going to add a dresser and then a big screen TV. Now for the ceiling, I really want something different with my room. And because I have this, I'm going to be putting LEDs around the basic cube. And one more thing I almost forgot. I wanted to resize this to fit the bed, just like this. Then we can add some wall lamps as well on the side of my bed. Okay, so my bedroom is finished, which means the whole upstairs is officially finished. The last area of the house is basement. So I have an idea for this basement. I think it's gonna be very like amazing. I want this to be an indoor cinema and I want it to look exactly like cinema. I'm just gonna paint all the walls black. I don't want any source of light. So like for the counters, I'll just put a whole kitchen. So this can be like the station where you get your food, and there can be like an oven and a fridge down here along with like a sink or something. We can have like a popcorn machine with a fountain machine over here, a cotton candy machine, ice cream, pretzel machine, and of course we can't forget like about the smoothie. We can possibly add like a photo booth, and we can copy some of the lounge chairs from up above. You know what else we need? What are those signs called with the light bulbs? It's like a sign. Bulb sign? Bro, I don't even know what it's called. Bro, what is it called? Poster?
Bruh.
The lounge area is done. I do have a bathroom in here and it's quite big. Now I'm gonna put 2 sinks in here and then a mirror. We're obviously gonna need a toilet. Maybe we can just like add some like cabinets in here for like storage. And we'll just place a carpet. And so it doesn't look so like ugly, we'll place some like these wall trims in here. I feel like this area is done. Now let's work on the actual movie theater. I do want to start off with the actual like screen first. I didn't realize how big I made this. We can just break this off. Okay, so now I need actual theater chairs. For that, I want this to go up like a little staircase almost. almost. And now we can add like the theater chairs. And now I'm just separating the room with this wall so I can add like an arch opening. Okay, so this is all I'm adding for the theater room. Now for this room, I low-key might make this into a gym. The only question is, how do you get inside of it? Make this room smaller, and this can be like a little hallway to go into the gym probably. You know how like gyms have like just strangely weird mirrors? Yeah, this is the gym that's gonna have an insanely weird looking mirror. Okay, so we're definitely gonna need some treadmills. Oh, I have to be freaking level 23. Not me not being the right level. As time goes on, I will add more to this gym, but so far this is pretty much what we're gonna have to deal with. I feel like we need to add a vending machine in here. Oh my gosh, I forgot they have chocolate fountains. Am I crazy? We're definitely going to need LED light. Okay, so we have the basement done, the downstairs done, and the upstairs done. The one last place that we have not completely finished, besides the exterior, because I'm gonna add a lot of stuff on the outside, is the garage. So right now I'm adding some lighting, which the garage, I'm pretty much not gonna add anything but like my vehicles. And our first vehicle, we can do my motorcycle. Now that the full house itself is completely finished, now we will start on the backyard. I'm gonna want it to be pretty big because I'm going to install a pool. I want this pool to be pretty big, so I want this pool to be like this size. I want it to be a skinny looking pool, and of course there's gonna be some nice sun chairs. I also want there to be like a grill, then we can just throw in some floaties. I'm gonna add some landscape lighting people can see. I want there to be a tennis court. So right now I'm just making the frame of the tennis court because around it is like a different color than the inside. So around it I'll make this like green concrete, then on the inside I'll probably make this a dark blue. And to make this, I'm just gonna get plain marking and literally just outline it. And now I'm just placing a cylinder because this is where the net is gonna be. All I'm doing for the net is just using basic cubes, and then we can just place a white structural beam. And to make it look a bit more realistic, we'll throw some tennis balls everywhere. And here we have our tennis court. I moved this to the back, and then we're gonna copy these and then place them to where people can watch them. And right now I'm just placing roofs because this is where I kind of want some plants to be. Okay, so I do believe the house is finished. All I'm gonna do now is do the landscaping, which if y'all want to watch me do the landscaping, y'all can just go to my TikTok. It'll be posted there. Oh hey Vogue, welcome to my humble abode. Okay, no, that's so stupid. My $1 million mansion is finally completed. If I sound a little bit different today, it's because I'm sick. Because I decided to just tour the next day and I just get sick. Alright, Vogue, just follow me. This is my front yard of my $1 million mansion. As you can see, I have a fountain out here and of course a lovely statue. Here's the front exterior of my $1 million mansion. And then on this side is the garage because I'm poor. There's a lot to look at. You can see there are security cameras. So as soon as you enter, here's my entryway. It is very minimalistic. And then you'll also see my grape juice cellar. Super cute touch to the staircase. I love it. Go in a circle and turn to the left. This is the dining room. As you can tell, this can fit a fairly large family. Then if you go from the dining room to the kitchen, we have our island, our kitchen appliances, this touchscreen fridge. I did add a few minor touches off camera. And if you go down this hallway and into this door, this is the laundry room where you can wash and fold clothes. The door next to this one is the bathroom, which is bathroom 1. It is a full bathroom with a shower, sink, and toilet. And then right next to that is the living room. Now if you go upstairs, as soon as you reach it, you'll enter the game room, which is the pool table along with the pool case. And right across from the pool table is the master bedroom. But here's the master bed, and then if you keep going, you'll enter the bathroom / closet. And of course you have a good view of the backyard. Then if you go down the hallway and enter the second door, this is the bathroom. It's very similar to the one downstairs. The only thing that's different is the 2 sinks. Then the next door over is bedroom 2. I really love how this bedroom came out. And of course, yet again, you have a good view of the backyard. And then the door next to this is bedroom 3. Very similar to bedroom 2, but the only difference is that this bedroom has an ensuite. Now if we head back downstairs and go down another staircase, we'll enter the theater room. As you can see, it has snacks and fountain drinks already prepped. Of course, movie posters, a photo booth, and even an ATM. Then of course, once you grab your snacks, you can enter this door and go down this mysterious hallway to enter the actual theater. This theater also has a bathroom right next to the photo booth. This theater also has a hidden gym. Behind the staircase is my indoor gym. Once we leave the basement and exit through the back door, you are immediately greeted with a pool along with some sun chairs and floaties. To the left of the pool is an outdoor kitchen where you can grill, and across from the pool is more sun chairs where you can watch tennis being played. And then this mysterious cave in one of the mountains. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Voxel out.